Hello, true art believers, and welcome to the #1 world famous live art streamer in the world. This is Pierson here, and you are watching 200 Days of Drawing, and it is day 111, and I got a brand new cactus that I'm going to start drawing. And you may be wondering, why am I drawing cactuses? I'm probably going to break that down a little bit later again, maybe a little bit more in depth than I did last night. Hopefully you'll understand, but I want to become so good at it that it will be like breathing. So, but before we begin, I am having an art giveaway. So if you're interested in winning a free 8x10 art print, please enter the URL, the link below. It's also in the YouTube description. So if you feel like, if you want to enter into the through the YouTube description, feel free to do that. But before you do that, hit the subscribe button. Excuse me. Then it's dry in here. Then hit the, oh my gosh. Then enter. So two requirements. I ask that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also after you do that, you enter through the link in the YouTube description. But let's begin. Not before we begin. I've already done that. That's already been done, right? I'm reiterating. I don't need to be doing that. So let's start and hit the intro. All right, friends. So let's get this. I got to minimize the screen because I don't have the luxury of doing multi-screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the timer here, and we're going to start. And maybe in the future I'll be able to allow for music, but right now it's not in the bag, baby. All right. So I already have kind of everything set up here, right? So the main thing I'm going to start doing, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a background tone, right? There is no, I don't have like I don't have a set tone that I work with. I just kind of pick a tone, and usually it's like a pastel or a muted tone, and then I go from there, right? And then after that, what I do is I'm going to make my back shape. Let's just go with something that's blue. Let's kind of keep it simple. Like, I don't really pick anything special. Let's just go with something blue. Going to hit my brush tone here, and we're going to press on a hard edge, which is like a semi-transparent, pressure-sensitive brush strokes, right? And we're just going to do, I'm going to do a different shape. Normally, I'm always doing like an angular shape from lower left to high top right. We're going to go downward. We're going to do one that goes down the opposite direction. We're going to switch it up, and we might even do something like this, where it's almost like an abstracted door. Let's just go opaque. All right, just do an opaque. For some odd reason, my opaque brush isn't even opaque right now. So we're going to do an opaque stroke here, and we're going to go find some special erasers, because apparently my erasers are not working. So we're going to go look at what kind of eraser do we want to use? I'm just going to use, what's this look like? Okay, we'll use this eraser, and that's going to help. We're going to do something like this, and we're just going to do this. And we got to move this setting out of the way and see if this works. There we go. There we go. And we're doing something a little bit differently. We're doing a different shape than I normally use. So we're just doing like a weird odd shape this time. And what we're going to do now, is we're going to basically center this. So we're going to center this. I'm going to use the marquee tool, select the entire composition. Apparently, I'm going to bring up, I got to set this up. The marquee tool. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. I have a, every time I put my stylus near the bottom right, the this darn news thing keeps popping up, and I'm like, get away. I'm going to set it up so it doesn't do that. I'm actually going to have to look up how to have it set it up so it doesn't do that anymore, because I don't know how to get that to stop doing that. Now, after we got the marquee tool, we've centered this area. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make an outline using, first things first, we're going to remove this. I'm going to use the outline. There we go. I made a layer called outline, and I'm going to draw a just a very simple drawing of some cactuses like this, just very simple. And then this time we're gonna do the same thing I liked last time. Is I'm gonna make like an abnormally large, like an abnormally tall pot. Because like before I was doing these like short narrow pots. What if we do like a taller pot like before? And see how that looks. Right. Maybe bring it back a little bit farther right here. Maybe there's a little bit of a lip there. It's a little bit of a lip. And there we go. Okay, now we have a very simple drawing of cactus. And what we want to do is we want to see what it looks like with regards to this. So I think I want to make it larger. And then I move it, and then I'm going to use the marquee tool again. I'm going to center my cactus into on this composition here, just using the align layers selection tool, and we're going to center it vertically, and we're going to center it horizontally, like so. Boom, easy peasy. And after you do that, we're going to see what it looks like with that. Okay, I might want to make it a little bit larger so that the cactus comes out of the shape. So we're going to do that again. We're going to deselect this. I'm going to go to outline. I'm going to press the Control T. And then we're going to enter it. And we're going to use the marquee tool again. I'm going to select, and I'm going to center it again, because I want it to kind of come out of the background. There we go. So that's what it's going to kind of look like. Now the next thing is we're going to do our simple little tones here, right? Just a simple little pot. Just kind of get this pot in there. In fact, I'm going to use opaque. I'm going to use opaque brush because I'm I don't want the tone showing through. And we're going to put the sand here, get this a simple little yellow. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're going to get the green here. And I go, let's go with a kind of like a different green, right? And now we have the tones here, but now the next thing is we're going to do is we're going to just erase. We're going to erase the pot shape. Going to be really loose with it. It's kind of not too worried about the outcome of it. It's kind of remove this like this. Remove these shapes here like so. And then maybe remove a little bit right here. Whatever, leave it like that, doesn't matter. Let's see what it looks like without the outline. That's fine. And we're going to do the sand again. We're going to remove the sand here. Just kind of get this out of the way. Very simple. So my goal is to be as quick as possible with this, right? And that's the reason why I'm doing this, is because I can do do one of these in breakneck speeds, you know. And that's what I enjoy. I'm going to merge down. There we go. So now I'm just erasing the we'll get this out of the way. The green here, and then I'm going to pretty much add more on top of it if I feel that it's a little bit, a little bit suspect, Now, what I plan on doing in the future is I see myself doing, once I get a little bit more hours logged in and doing these cactuses, and I'm able to finish them, do a good rough one in like under 15 minutes or under 10 minutes, then I'll probably introduce like, there we go. So I think I can get away with the sand being like that. Then I'll probably introduce, what am I going to introduce here? I don't even know. Like a desert scape type of scenery. There we go. That's what I want. So I just want to kind of round out some of these forms a little bit. I think, and if I was thinking about doing this, I was actually thinking about doing these shapes without even drawing them out, just like do these abstract negative shapes like this, so you just see them as these random forms, and then I was going to jump off from those random shapes and basically make my entire drawing from that. But I don't think I have enough experience. I can do it, but I'd have to slow down the process just a smidge, and I don't think I want to do that at this moment. So now we have our canvas, like our relative things kind of established here. So we got our flats, and the next thing you want to do is from there we're going to start adding our next layers. Unfortunately, you can't see what I'm doing in the layer section. I think what I will do in the future is when I'm able to have two screens, I'll be able to share this screen, right? And then I'll be able to share another screen. So right now we're just going to have to kind of do with showing the actual image. So I'm going to make another layer, and basically it's like I think it's called like a layer mask. And we're just going to, I wonder what kind of tone I want to do. We're just doing like a, something like this, just really simple. I don't want to invest like too much time into it, simply because the more elaborate I make this like background, even though it's not really elaborate, just the more stuff that I do to it just makes it a little bit more, it just makes it more time consuming to kind of to work on. So my main focus is just kind of doing like a weird little whatever this is. Like there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just doing it to do it, right? And now I'm going to work on the pot using layer mask, and I'm going to use a very simple texture brush. It's like a square. I gotta find it first. Got too many brushes open. And since I'm really new to Photoshop, I don't know how to organize my brushes. Apparently there's some ways. So we're doing really good because we're at 14 minutes. So yeah, that's real good. At least I think it is. So we're gonna just kind of scuff this up, right? Making sure to add layers whenever I do a different color. There we go. And I'm not trying to overly invest in these shapes or like these forms, if that makes any sense. The reason why I don't want to overinvest in it is because I'm trying to get a drawing done in 30 minutes that involves color and try to make it finished and make it at least look semi-polished. And I don't want to be caught in this position where I'm overthinking the process. So I'm kind of playing around with this like this is the top of the coffee pot, or the whatever you call it. All right, rotate it again. So it looks kind of like that. Not bad. I see this corner here is not aligned. I might just keep it like that. And now the next thing I want to do is I want to erase this area of my sand here to make it feel like it's there. And we're just going to add another layer, doing like a layer mask. I don't know. It's like, I don't know what it's called, locking colors. And we're just going to take this and we're going to basically make a shadow. Just a simple little shadow here. Maybe get a little bit darker right here because it's maybe even darker because it's right there. And then just do a little color test again and just kind of I'm going to play around with this tone. Very simple little gestures, stroke of the brush, right? Now, unfortunately, I did it on the sand. Oh man. Well, that doesn't matter. I didn't even do it on the right layer. So I did all that on the same layer. I wasn't supposed to do that, but it's fine. I wanted to have it separated. Now we're going to work on the cactus. And on the cactus, what I've been doing lately is apparently zooming in is I've been using a like airbrush first, like a soft airbrush, just to kind of pronounce the highlights and dark tones, you know? So that's what I've been doing on these. And I haven't been really investing a lot of time in them. And that's for good reason. I don't want to invest too much time on the construction of the drawing, especially because there's not a lot of elements in here, but there is a lot to kind of try to finish in a short amount of time. And so that's my goal, is to kind of to complete these drawings in a given amount of time here. And then from here, all I do is let's see an outline and see where I put those stripes at and see if that will help me. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. From here, I add another layer. Do a little like layer mask thing, whatever you call it. I think it's called layer mask. I don't know if I'm even using a layer mask. I just call it that because that's what I think it's called. Just shows you how little I know. How little I know about this program. Like, I don't know the terminology. It's probably a good thing. All right. My computer's lagging. It's making it's like just trying to decide what it wants to do. I can feel it every time, like every brush stroke I make. It's like, should I make this? Should I draw this? Make this mark? I'm like, make this mark. It's actually really bad. So I got some challenges here right now. Right now my computer is going at an atrociously small, like slow speed. I wonder what's causing it. I'm going to close down a window. I'm going to close this window. I have another window going. Close that. I didn't want to do that, but apparently, let's see if that helps. Close that. Okay. Let's keep working at it. So at the moment, my processor is deciding that it's going to go kaput. So I'm just trying to anticipate what the marks look like because they're not immediate. Let's do something like this. We're going to assume that like right here is going to be really dark, and then we'll have like let's kind of like do like a really dark area right here. So what I'm doing now is I'm playing around with the color tones. So I'm making some dark shadows that have a little bit of red and blues with them so that they're kind of, they work with the background a little bit. And I think I'm going to make this area a little bit darker. So I have 4 minutes left. Apparently my computer can't handle uh, what's happening at the moment. It's like, what are you doing to me? What are you doing? Stop it. I'm like, sorry, computer. I'm just trying to do a simple drawing here. Sorry, I didn't mean to do anything. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. And it's like, just stop. I can't handle all these layers. Too many layers. And it's saying to me, stop already. Got 2 minutes left. And I think I'm going to go straight to spikes. I'm going to spend that time to do the spikes and then call it a day. Like a dark green. My last one, I did like these spikes that are like on pairs. Okay. And we're just going to kind of, I like doing these spikes that are like, just like, they're like V's almost. That's what I've been doing lately, is making these little spikes that are kind of like V's. Kind of putting them down on these these dark green stripes that I placed here. Kind of like the rails. It's going all the way down here. Maybe do a few right here and do right here. Kind of alternate where they're going a little bit. What I'd like to do is maybe I need to make this a little bit darker. Let's get this purple here and do this texture. Do a really dark blue. We'll do that. Leave it. Spikes here. Let's put some more spikes here. I think I made the brush too. There you go. No, that's too big. Time is up. I'm almost done. Of course, every time, the thing about this is every time I hit a window outside of Photoshop, it kicks me out, and now I always have to do like I have to like erase something. For some odd reason it does that, and I don't know why it does that and why I have to erase something or why it loses, the stylus loses sight. Another thing I want to do is, before I continue this, this brush here, I want to separate the there we go. I want to separate that a little bit, so it's projecting forward, because it's too close to the tone of the cactus, and I'm trying to avoid using a contour line. Now back to the spikes, almost done. Let's do a few here. Put a few here. Maybe I might try it. Let's try a little bit different. Let's do like 3 spikes, little bitty 3 thorns, like just simple little gestural thorns. Try that and see what that looks like. I might do that a little bit more prominently on my next one. Maybe do like some thorns right here. So it's showing on the shadow here. Some thorns here, some thorns here. some thorns right here. More thorns. There we go. And let's zoom out if I can. Apparently it's not allowing me. Oh, there we go. Finally. It decided that it wants to cooperate. Like, oh, it's too much RAM. I can't think. No. Just get my opaque here. I'm gonna zoom in, move right here. And we're gonna, did I center? Who cares? I'm gonna put P21, 111 out of 200. Let's get that. You'd think I'd get better like my handwriting would improve, but apparently it isn't. And that is it. Woo! That is day 111. By the end of like 200 days, I'm gonna have drawn close to 100 cactuses in various forms or another. Now you might think that's crazy, but you know what? Why not? I'll have 100 cactus drawings. And I think it's like therapeutic. This is something I learned through a tutorial. And what is? I want to erase something though. Let's see what this is. I was like, I don't like that. There's this. This like right here and here is annoying me, that like weird little brush that I may have mistakenly done. And that is day 111. There we go. That is it, everyone. I am done. Let's move this out of the way. Before I forget, for those that are watching, if you are interested in winning an art print, follow the URL below or go to www.mattpearsonart.com/art. It's like a dash giveaway and enter. So for those that are on Twitch, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, or on YouTube, subscribe and then enter through the link in the description. So thank you so much for watching. You are watching the #1 live art streamer in the world, not the best art streamer, meaning like the best artist, but the #1, meaning I'm most consistent, I guess. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day. I got to get going. It's kind of a tight schedule. I kind of was pushing the limit with my time frame, but thank you so much. I had a good time drawing this, and hopefully you come back for more. If you ever have any questions, feel free to contact me or ask in the comments section. Thank you very much. Cheers. Pierson out.